In this video, we'll be going over how to install one of these tire swing, or these spare tire carriers that we make. And this is going to be going over the 92 to 99 model years. So this is essentially what you're going to get in your kit, you know, minus the tools, obviously. But here's the hardware. And then there's the, you know, the nut stay that you, that's how it holds on. And your tools that you'll need are a drill, a pretty good drill, you know, because you are drilling into metal and they're pretty big bits. This is a 1/2 inch drill bit and a 1/4 inch drill bit that you'll need. And then a 3/4 ratchet and a 3/4 open end is what you'll need. So the first step is to actually place the swing away on the bumper. Now on these bumpers there are plastic on top of the metal, and so right now we placed it on there and we marked it right there, and that's where we're going to cut the plastic.
Set on there so it's over.
And that's where you're gonna set it, pretty even to the end of the bumper. Next you'll pop off that plastic just like that. We like to call this tool Big Wally. So keep on prying that up enough to start cutting it. Next you'll start cutting the mark, and these are just, you know, metal snips. You can also use a jigsaw or a grinder, lots of different things to do this part of the install. And then you'll place the swing away onto the bare metal, and then we'll start the next part of the install.
Let's start with this one here.
So we have a 1/4 inch bit in our drill, and you want to do a just a pilot with this one first. So this is the 3-inch bolt that has the grinded off head. So there's a 3 and a 4-inch bolt. This is the 3, and you're going to put it into that hole that you just drilled with the first with the 1/4 inch pilot, and then the 1/2 inch.
The flattened out part is to go help in inserting that.
Yeah, the flat part goes against the bumper.
Yeah.
So next you lift up the swing away, and then put that bolt in, and then here comes your lock washer and a nut.
The reason you tighten this
and
one
then
down,
go ahead and tighten it down,
because when you drill the others, they'll hold it in place better.
So this is the stopper bolt, so when the swing away swings out, it doesn't, you know, smash into your car. And you can put these 2 nuts on there also while you're here. Now you'll grab the 1-inch gold screw and lock washer and nut. So we just installed this 1-inch bolt right there. So now you have 2 bolts holding this down, and it's going to be, you know, really easy to install the rest of the bolts. Now, while you're underneath the vehicle, we inserted all of those bolts from the top going down, and then you can put the lock nut and nut. So now that the nuts and the lock washers are all on the bottom, finger tight, you can start tightening down all the way. Now this is obviously easier with two people, so it's best to have you and your best friend up here tightening these things down. So the next step is to put a hole in the back of the bumper to insert the bolt to hold this in place. And so you grab your 1/2 inch bit in the drill and you make a mark there, and then you can so now the hole is drilled, and it's pretty much touching the license plate. You're trying to get it as close to the license plate as possible so it's flat. And just be sure to double check behind there for wiring, just in case there's anything back there. So now that the hole is drilled, you can put the 4-inch bolt through. Yeah, so this is the 4-inch carriage bolt. And then we put a lock washer and then a nut and tighten that up. So now the bolt is tightened down with the lock nut, and then we'll bend this up where it needs to be. Just like so. So now you grab another nut, and you're gonna align up according, to where you mounted it. It'll all be a little bit different, but you'll see here, you'll put this nut where it needs to stop. So now I'm sitting here on the passenger side of the bumper looking at it, and it's hard to get on camera, but it's a little bit too far that way, and so you'll adjust these nuts back a little bit so it's more flush. Now to tighten up these nuts, because we found the right position, you just grab, a 3/4 and another 3/4, or, a crescent wrench, and tighten those up. So now they're all on there, and then you can install the big holder, the nut made from nuts. And we're getting pretty close to the end of the installation here. So this just goes right on. And then on the end of it, there is a cotter pin. Bam. And that's the end of that part. And really the last thing to do is to put the tire on. So this is a 285/75/16 on the stock spare wheel, and this is what we recommend for sizing. We don't recommend going above a 33-inch tire. So here's the tire all mounted up. Just lifted it up, and those are the 3 lug nuts that are supplied. They are 22 millimeter, so it matches the vehicle. So you can use the same, lug wrench to get this off when you need it. So that concludes this video of the installation of the 92 to 99 spare tire swing away carrier. And if you have any questions, feel free to comment. But this will be used for people that are purchasing these. These are for sale, and we ship them out, and it's a good option if you don't want to buy a expensive bumper. So these mount to the stock bumper. So this is a great option for some. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.